What up, everybody? Oh, I guess I do have the cards. I started this thing and not even ready. Oh God, I'm back home, which is a good thing. Out of the cold, back to the heat. Uh, Here we go. Before I sit down and eat, I wanted to at least do a message since I've been gone for the whole week. I mean, hey, that's the least I can do since I just disappeared on y'all. Had a work trip that I had to go to. But the start of the message is, listen, y'all, nothing should be taking you away from the love of God. Nothing. Sometimes, life get busy. Life get busy that we got to do work trips and all of this other stuff. But listen, at the end of the day, the most important thing of all is your spirituality. Your spirituality is more important than the money you make, than your kids and everything else, than your husbands, your wives. Your spirituality is more important than anything, because it's the spirituality that fuels all those things. It's being connected with God, being connected with the spirits is what makes your marriage last. This is the thing that makes your children, in a good attitude, bringing blessings to your children and opening the path and the way for your children as well. And this is the thing that open doors of, opportunities for money and love and all of these other things in your life. Spirituality is the most important thing. Sometimes when there's roadblocks in our lives, like, having to do all of these hours at work and stuff like that, sometimes it's so easy for us to get off of that routine, where it's like, when I'm home every morning, I'm up at 3, 4 in the morning and I'm praying. I start my day off with that. In the middle of the day, I'm praying. At night, when I come back home, especially at night, once Elijah is in bed, I'm praying. I'm doing my rituals. I'm doing my cleansings. And, being in a hotel, it takes me away from some of that stuff that, I don't have access to do the rituals and things like that I need. But even still, there's things you can do. I may not have the consecrated orishas with me, but I can always go to their dominion. I can always go to the crossroads and pray to Elegua. I can always go to the waters and pray to Oshun and Yemaya. I can always go to a church or a mountain and pray to Obatala. I can always go to a hospital and call on the energy of Oduduwa. I can always go. Let's see, who else do we have? I can always go to anything representing the fatherhood, a law firm that represents, fatherhood, a building that was on fire, that or a tree that was on fire. You can access, Chango energy. It's all about, going to their dominion. Going to a park, walking around at a park is the energy of an Elegua. A lot of people don't realize that when it comes to Elegua, you can go to a park and you can put his offerings in a bag, like in a plastic Walmart bag or something like that. Put his offerings in there, not opened. Elegua is one of those ones that, you're just putting the candy bar and stuff in there without opening it and putting it in a bag and tying it up and throwing it behind a bush in a park. That is Elegua's dominion. So, you can call on the energy of Elegua. And, honestly, if you don't feel like, calling on multiple orishas, when you're out, you can just really keep it to Elegua only. Elegua is such a powerful orisha. And Elegua is one of those ones that, is very powerful. You would really think that, listening to Elegua, that Elegua is God. A lot of people paint Elegua out to be the devil, which I will never understand that, because Elegua is the trickster, but his tricks are to get you back on your path. Sometimes, like when you are in such a rush that you're putting everything before your spirituality, Elegua might end up bringing some tricks on your path where you end up losing your job. And now, when you lost your job, you're praying 24/7 saying, "Oh, Lord, bless me. Lord, help me." And it's like, oh, now you know who I am. And it's like, is Elegua doing that in a deceitful way in order to bring you chaos and stress? No, he's doing that to get you back into alignment. And so we got to stop thinking that Elegua is the bad guy in this scenario. Elegua is one of the most important orishas, and this is a orisha that will always keep you aligned with what it is that you're supposed to be doing on this earth. When it comes to the orishas, the very first orisha that you should be learning about anyways is Elegua, because Elegua is the door. Elegua is the one that can intercede for any other orisha. And so he's a very powerful and potent orisha. And so, that's the one that you should be praying to more than anything. It's the one that you have to acknowledge every single day. Before you are able to give offering to any other orisha, you must give offering to Elegua first. You always have to break bread with Elegua. So before you give Oshun that honey, you got to break Elegua off something, whether you're giving him some of that honey, or you're giving him apples and bananas, or you're putting some type of candy or cake on his altar, or some type of pie, because Elegua love his sweets. And when it comes to Elegua is very easy, because when it comes to Elegua, you can give him any offerings except for pigeons. No, not pigeons, penguins. Penguins is the only thing that Elegua don't accept. Everything else Elegua accepts. So what you can give Elegua for an offering, it could be anything. as long as it's not a penguin, you good. That's where he draws the line. He said, "Now I will take a cow, a donkey. I will take a peacock. I will take fruits, and I will take meats and anything else. But when it comes to penguins, oh no, I draw the line. Like, that's just not for me." So Elegua is a very powerful, very, very, very powerful deity, and it's one of the deities that I always like to talk about, because he has the worst rep of them all, and it's because of the tricks that he plays. But I really want everyone to understand that the tricks and everything that he plays is only to keep you in alignment. It's the same way when you go to the Christian side, and it says that Jesus, he chastised the ones that he loves, which means that if you are one of the chosen ones that he loves, he is going to do what he needs to do in order to put you back in alignment. And sometimes putting you back in alignment is not beautiful. Sometimes it's breaking you, getting you away from a relationship, getting you out of a marriage. Sometimes it's ending your job. Sometimes it's things like that we feel very uncomfortable because we don't like change. And, it's things that we consider blessings that we are like, well, I don't want this blessing to be taken away. But I can tell you now, whenever a blessing is in the way of you being in alignment, oh, that blessing is always going to be threatened. That blessing is always going to have a threat on top of it that it can be taken away at any moment, because nothing should be keeping you away from the love of God. Anything that stands in the way of you building and fostering that relationship with God, Oladumare, Olarum, Olafi, and even the ancestors and orishas, it has the potential to go away, because nothing should separate you from the love of God. And we should not want anything that's going to separate us from the love of God. I don't care how fine somebody is. You can be a good-looking nigga from head to toe. If you're going to separate me from my relationship with my ancestors and my deities, you're not meant to be in my life. And sometimes we go onto those paths, getting with people that we know that's not in true alignment. That we do those things knowing that this person has the potential to take us away from what it is that we believe and what we hold dear. And it's all because of loneliness, desperation, and all of these other low energy emotions that we sometimes get into. But it's like, no. if I have to give up myself and deny myself just for somebody else to be happy, then it's just not meant to be. You know, a lot of times we don't have the things that we want and the things that we need in our lives because we don't believe that they can bring it to us. And so some of this things is it's a mindset thing. You have to change your perception. There's no point of doing rituals, spells, or any of these things if you don't even believe that God is going to give you what it is that you're asking for. There's no point of prayer. That's the only thing. That's what prayer is. Prayer is nothing but a spell. It's nothing but a ritual that you're asking God to manipulate things in your life in order for you to be happy, in order for you to experience joy. But if you don't believe it, you might as well go on and hold those words until you actually believe what it is that you're asking for. So we gotta. Nothing should take us from the love of God. That's my main thing today. Nothing should take us away from the love of God. I really do care about my spiritual community. I'm actually doing my reading and everything before I actually sit down and eat, even though I've been on a long ass trip for a whole week. I really was not feeling it. I had fun. I had a good time, but I didn't want to go I didn't want to go. And the main reason why I didn't want to go is because I didn't want to be away from home because I got my routine. And once again, we just don't like change. People are not good with change. And the entire time I was just like, man, I don't have time for readings. I don't have time for this and that. And so I was just like, let me get back home. And but I did enjoy myself. I went out to, I had to do my job. This is a meeting we have every year at the end of the year that all of the states come together. And so all of the managers from Florida, all of the managers from Arizona, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, that we all come together and we meet in North Carolina. And it's basically just long meetings all week. It started at 8 o'clock. It ends at, around 5 p.m. And then after that, we have cocktail hours that they say is optional, but it's a requirement. And so you got your cocktail hours. Then after the cocktail hours, you got the mandatory dinners that they say is optional. And so by the time the day is done, it's 10, 11 o'clock. It was some work, y'all. And then on Friday, I had to give a 2-hour presentation 3 times because we had breakout rooms. And so everybody rotated within the 3 rooms. And one of the rooms was HR. And so I had to give my presentation there. But everything was good. Everything was good. And so it's like, one of the things I want you to think of is, what is God preparing you for? Just think about it. Think about what God is preparing you for. And I'll give you an example. When I was going to college in my 20s, in my bachelor's and in my master's, they were really big on public speaking, that they made us do public speaking. I never understood why, and I'm like, why are they making us doing all this damn public speaking? Even in high school, I was in business courses that forced me to do public speaking. And I'm like, come on, just give me the damn assignment. Let me do my work and get up out of here. But it was a big thing in high school and in college that it always forced me to get out of my comfort zone, that I had to give these big, long presentations in front of the class. And so that was God's way of preparing me for what I was getting ready to do. Never in my life would I would have thought that I would have been in such a high position in HR, especially with all of the naysayers. When I was going through college, people used to always tell me, oh, you're probably gonna, if you are able to get into HR, you're probably only gonna be an HR generalist because you got all of these tattoos and you have a beard and it was just a lot of you have dreads. And so people always put me in a box and they said that, you'll never be on the corporate level. you'll never be on the executive level. These were the things that people wanted to just speak into my life. And I finally graduated with my master's in human resource management. I got my undergrad in business management. I got my first master's in human resource management, and then I went back to school and I got my second master's, which was my MBA. And the moment I graduated, even into this day, and this was years ago, I am the only person in my graduating class that's actually in HR. And not only am I in HR, but every last one of my positions that I have had in HR has all been executive positions. It went past corporate, past everything. I have always been in executive positions, that I've always been on the executive side of things, that I was upper management when it came to HR. So I've always been an HR director, or I've been a regional HR business partner. And in that role, that was part of the executive team, because an HR business partner is all about being strategic. It's not the HR manager that you're doing the day-to-day entry work. Your HR business partner is a strategic partner that partners with upper management and operations, and we are the ones that's dealing with the employee relation issues, ADA, FMLA, making sure that we're looking at the number, why we do the things that we do, and things like that. So your HR business partner is very strategic. If you are looking to get into HR, I would always suggest for you to be on the HR business partner side. HR kind of divide in three different roles. You have your benefits and payroll. That's the side I always stay away from. I started on payroll and benefits, and it's not for me. I was able to do it and exceed in that part, but I'm very analytical. So when it came to the numbers, it would always take me longer because I got to check it like 8 different times before I hit submit. You don't play around with people money, especially black folks. And so, payroll is you got to be on top of it. You mess up somebody money, they coming for you. You're going to have a very unhappy employee or a whole department. And so that's one track. And then you have your HR generalist that eventually goes to an HR manager, and your HR generalist and manager is really dealing with the day-to-day operations of HR, and it's staying in the office and pushing out all of the paperwork and everything. And then you have your last track, which is your HR business partner, and your HR business partner is a very strategic partnership that you are coming up with plans, you're driving processes, you're making things more smooth for the organization, you're defending the organization in court and things like that. And no matter what track you take in HR, HR is really good money. I can tell you that. But it's hard work. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to get back on this spiritual journey with you guys. I mean, I'm never off of it, but my goal for years has been to help people on their path. That's very important to me. So let's see what's in these cards, since I haven't gave you a reading in forever. It's just been a week, but it just feels like forever. So let's see what's in the cards, and then I will do my other reading that I will post probably on Wednesday or something, giving me enough time to catch up on everything since I'm back. Thank you, Lord, for loving me. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me. Thank you for that day you came and broke the chains and set me free. Thank you for another chance. Gave me joy, now I can dance. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for one more day. You made the raindrops go away. Thank you, 'cause my pain is gone. I know it came to make me strong. Thank you for another chance. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Egun. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Sarah Banda. Thank you, Orisha. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Ola Dumare. Thank you, Ola Room. Thank you, Ola Fee. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Am I going to have... No, it's not too many. When there's too many cards, I always put it back. Whew. Let's see what's in these cards. I don't know why, because this is talking about love in a way. I don't know why Spirit put in my heart Beyonce song and Dangerously in Love. I'm not even gonna try to hit those notes. Man, but this is, man, baby, I love you. You are my life. My happiest moments are incomplete without you in my life. You're my inspiration and connection to a sun, or connection to the sun. You next to me, there's no darkness I can't overcome. You are the raindrops, I am the sea. Baby, I'm so proud. I'm proud to be your girl. That's how the song go. That's how the song go. I'm not changing my pronouns. Don't be thinking I'm changing my pronouns. My pronouns are still he, him. I'm in love with you. You set me free. Let's see what's in these cards. This is about love, but it's everywhere. Yeah. I'm in love with you. You set me free. What do we have? Unless this is you manifesting somebody, I'm in love with you. So, unless this is you manifesting somebody, this is some stuff. This is, I mean, this is love. This is definitely love. I mean, I wasn't specifically going for love, you know, majority of the time I do, but I, I like doing my readings where I just like whatever to come out. I don't try to force anything, love, money, or anything. It's just whatever come out. I think that's the best way. That's how I do with my personal readings as well. When people book a reading, I always start with a general reading, because a general reading is letting you know what your ancestors want you to focus on, and it's not about what you want to focus on. And then, of course, if we have time in a reading, that's when I'll ask you, like, hey, do you have any specific thing that you want to know about? But readings is not really about readings is not really about what you want to know. It's really not about what you want to know. It's what your spiritual team is trying to convey to you, what they have been trying to reveal to you for the longest. It's a very, selfish approach. When we do it of what I want to know about. I want to know about my job. I want to know about, love. And it's like, yes, you should care about those things. But the most important thing that we need to care about is what they need to convey to us, what they need to, express to us. That's the thing that's the most important. Why you think you keep getting that damn dream? Because you haven't interpreted correctly yet. Why you keep thinking that you're seeing those same damn numbers? Because you haven't received the message yet. Some people like to brag. Oh, God always speaking to me. That's my homie. We like this. Normally when God is speaking to you like that on a daily basis, and you keep saying that, oh, because of that, we're like this, that's not a boast. It's not a flex. That means you're more hard-headed compared to the other people. Because if your spiritual team is talking to you on a daily basis and constantly keep conveying to you the same thing over and over and over, there's something you're not getting. It's something you haven't received yet. Or you're so depressed and down that they got to tell you every single day just to keep you in good spirits. Because when you get out of good spirits, you risk that manifestation not coming. You got to be in a certain energy the entire time. And that's why people have always said, especially like in Christianity, you pray and you praise as if you already have the thing that you're asking for, because you have to stay in a certain vibration in order for you to receive. And that's why majority of the time, people will always try to take you out of that vibration because they understand the importance of you being in that vibration. Your overall energy, you have the Magician. Your clarifier for the overall energy is the Knight of Wands in reverse. You have as the hidden emotions, you have chasing, and you have bluff. Your overall energy is somebody doing magic, whether it's you or whether it's the other person that's doing it to you. There's magic here with the Magician. And the Magician doesn't always represent magic. It's with everything else on the board. It's representing magic at this time. I don't have time for the crazies in the chat. Remember, if you don't believe in spirituality and you're more of a religious mindset, my page is not for you. My page is really not for you. Somebody said tarot cards are not of God. Baby, you really need to read that Bible. You need to read the Bible and see how much divination they have actually done. For you to say that, tarot cards is not of God, then you might as well go on and say that Joseph is the enemy in the Bible. Because remember, Joseph did divination. We always want to praise Joseph for his dreams and stuff like that. And the Bible is a highlighter of where your prophetic gifts and stuff can go. When the Bible started off and introduced us to Joseph, it introduced us to his ability to dream. And so Joseph was able to get a lot of prophetic dreams that came to pass. And so eventually throughout the chapters, as we read more and more about Joseph, of his brothers selling him, because at first they wanted to kill the nigga, but then eventually they settled for just selling him. And so as we learn later, as we read about Joseph, when he finally met back up with his brothers and his brothers didn't know who he was, Joseph played a trick on his brothers because he wanted them to feel the pain that, they put him through. And so, you done went back to the dad, you done went back to Jacob and told Jacob that his favorite son is dead. And Jacob had to mourn the loss of his son for years. And even at this point in the Bible, you can tell that he still did not get over the passing of Joseph, or what he thought was the passing of Joseph. Because when they were going through a famine, Jacob had them to go into Egypt where Joseph was, because Egypt was the only one that was thriving at the time and they needed to eat. And so when he sent the boys, he would not let Benjamin out of his sight, because Benjamin was his new favorite now. And Benjamin and Joseph have the same mother. So the thing about Jacob kids, it represents the 12 tribes of Israel. And the 12 tribes of Israel, which is supposed to be the godly tribe, it's funny how for this to be the godly tribe, they all didn't come from the same mother and father. They only had the same father. And so it's 4 different women with children, with 12 children, that's representing the 12 tribes of Israel. And so I find that funny that this is supposed to be like godly and everything, but yet, this tribe is not from the same mother and father. It's from, 4 different women. And so it's like, okay, that's kind of crazy. If this is supposed to be all godly and sanctified, seemed like it would have been from the same mother and father. But when it comes to stuff like that, now I'm about to get sidetracked. When it comes to stuff like that, it makes you rethink what is godly. It makes you rethink what is right and what is wrong. Because if this thing was supposed to be 100% godly and stuff like that, it seemed like it would have came from the same woman and from the same man. But because the 12 tribes of Israel is being represented by 4 different women, it makes you rethink, well, what is godly and what is ungodly? And so a lot of times, some of the stuff that we go through, we're putting such a heavy burden on ourselves, thinking that God don't like us, God is going to forsake us, and we're just all wicked and nasty and dirty. But it's like, really examine the Bible and you will learn how to get that up off of you. Because when you examine the Bible and you look at David fucking around and sleeping around with everything and killing a man, and even having a homosexual relationship with the way he talked about Jonathan in the Bible, which is Saul's son, for him to be involved in all of this stuff. And even on his deathbed, David was just so lustful that instead of him, having a blanket and covers on him in order to keep him warm, he had naked women. He had women laying on him, keeping him warm. And so if God said nothing about that, and it said that this man is a man after my own heart, it makes you rethink what is godly and what is ungodly. Because if he can be all those things and be one of the most important people in the Bible that everybody know about David. They might not know about all the little characters in the Bible, but everybody know David. People that have never even opened a Bible before, they know David. And so for David to be all of these things, but to be held in such high honor by God, it makes you rethink your own life. Why are you casting yourself down? Keep condemning yourself every single day, making it feel like you're unworthy. David slept with everything on your block and 10 states over. And so if he was able to be that big of a whore and still had a heart after God, you need to stop casting this stuff on yourself. You got to stop casting this stuff on yourself. You got to stop condemning yourself, and you got to stop allowing others to be able to condemn you. Because see, we allow others to condemn us when we don't know who we are. When you don't know who you are, you have no self-worth. Because the moment that you start getting that self-worth inside of you, what you pray for, you get, because now you believe that this is what I'm going to get because I'm worthy of this. It's not an entitlement where you walking around here with white privilege that no matter what you do, you will always succeed, that all you have to do is cry. It's not that. It's just knowing that I'm worthy of God's love, knowing that I'm worthy of God's grace, knowing that I'm worthy of, having God presence live inside of me, that, I'm worthy. This temple can't be that dirty. This temple can't be that filthy if his spirit is living inside of me, that it is going through my lungs, through my kidneys, through my heart, pumping in my veins, going through every system, every organ, every cell, every bone. I can't be that unworthy. Can't be that dirty. And so, as some of us, we really need to understand worth. Because when we understand our worth, no matter how much witchcraft somebody try to project into our lives, we can always get back into alignment. No matter what, when we understand our worth, it's a lot of things we can do. And so the one thing that I wanted to say about Joseph always had dreams, but eventually it got to the point where Joseph started doing divination. And we got to learn how to advance in our gifts. And so David already knew that he was prophetic by having these dreams. And he eventually turned those dreams in order to get different meanings, to get a stronger meaning of what the dreams is saying. He eventually started doing divination. And the Bible tells us that by saying that he put his cup that he used for divination in Benjamin's sack. And so it lets you know that you have the potential for far more as long as you learn how to advance in your gifts and everything. When I started as an empath. That as a young kid, I didn't understand how I could be around somebody and I could feel the things that they were going through. When I start talking to the person, I just start telling them everything. Oh, you're going through a breakup. Things are going to be okay. And the person always looked at me like, how the fuck do you know all of this? And it's because I was an empath. I had nobody around me to teach me how to protect myself as an empath and how to control that gift. But eventually I got to the point that I said that, I was kind of tired of being able to get into somebody's energy and take their energy and stuff on, but I had no clear direction on what to do. And that was one of the things that pushed me into divination, is that now I use both gifts simultaneously together, is working as an empath, but being able to do divination to know what direction I need to tell this person to go to. And so the divination is the thing that gives us the advice. Our gifts let us know about the situation, that we can clearly understand the situation from that person's point of view because you received a dream or you're an empath or you're a medium. But divination is the thing that gives us the instruction. This is the thing that gives us the map on how to get out of it. There's no point of somebody only being able to tell me what I'm going through if they're not able to give me the roadmap on how to get out. There's magic in your overall energy. There's magic. The magician is being represented as strong magic that's being done. It could be an orisha priest. It could be a babalao. It's somebody of that nature. It could be a seer. It could be a root worker. It's someone that's doing magic here. And this magic is the Knight of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Wands in reverse, it talks about delays. It talks about taking someone energy, angry, and frustrated. And when the Knight of Wands is in reverse in the upright, it makes somebody want to rush towards you. It's rushing towards you to solve a problem. But when it's in the reverse, the horse can't run upside down. This is stuck energy. And then you have chasing, and you have bluff. This is a reading for somebody that somebody could have did magic in order to get you out of your connection. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, this person want to come back. And like this person really want to come back and chase you, but it's something here that's stopping this person. It's another person, and this person is somebody that's fake. This is somebody This is somebody that is in your person life that could be telling them lies, that they could be saying, oh, you know, you need to forget about the collective. The collective is already in a relationship. You need to forget about the collective. The collective was cheating on you anyways. This is somebody that's working hard to keep somebody away from who they are supposed to be with. Somebody end up losing a lover, and this lover was somebody lost a lover, and this lover was lost because of magic. This is magic being present in somebody love connection. And this person really want to chase. This person want to chase you. They want to come back, but there's somebody here that's telling lies. There's somebody here and lies is a form of magic, because anything that has the energy to manipulate a situation, manipulate energy, that is magic. Lies, manipulation, deception, trickery, those are all magic. And that's one of the reasons why the magician card, it represents lies, trickery, manipulation, deception, because that is a strong form of magic. Like this could be a I don't want to say compulsive liar. A compulsive liar is somebody that just lie all the fucking time. But this is not a compulsive liar. This is a what would be the right word for it? This is a liar that when this is a liar that when this person lies, people believe it. Like this person has really believable lies. And someone is telling believable lies that your person believed it. And this is, you know, when I say magic is not always spells and potions. That somebody did a separation spell on you. That somebody, did something like did a projection magic. You know, sometimes magic is just a lie. That, you know, this is somebody that could have came in your person's life and lied to them. That they said, oh, by the way, you know, your husband or your wife is cheating on you. And this person believed it. No evidence, nothing strong. It was just believing this person lie. That this is somebody that believed a lie. That they believe this is a lover that left. That, you know, this is someone that could have left you and they could have just ghosted you. Or you guys got into an argument and this person just left and never came back. And they never told you. They probably never explained this lie to you. Because if they would have told you about the lie, you could have actually proved that it was a lie. But this is someone that they were told something about you, and because of that, they left. But what they were told about you was a complete lie. But your person believed it. And they're realizing now that what was said to them is not true. And it got them stuck because they want to come back. They want to chase you, but they don't know how. This is somebody that don't know how to come back and kind of bounce back in your life because of what they have done. This is somebody that could have left in a very horrible way because they believed the lie that they were told. This person could have, they could have really did some damage to your reputation, talked about you in front of friends, could have blasted you on social media. This is somebody that, you know, they reacted based on a lie, and they reacted in a very emotional way without getting all of the facts. You have in your crossing energy, you have the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is a lot of pain. It's a painful ending, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, chaos, failure, collapse, defeat. And then you have it paired with the 10 of Wands, which is all about being overburdened. This is, I'm sorry, collective, but This is a breakup that you got your ass kicked, that you could have got hit with so much unexpected stuff at one time, and now it has you in a very painful energy. You feel betrayed, you feel violated, you feel overburdened now, not knowing what to do, not knowing who to trust, not knowing where to go. You have built up so many walls, you have built up so many defensive mechanisms now because of what happened to you. And both of you are stuck. You were stuck with the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, and then your person that left is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Both of y'all are stuck. Now you have the clarifier as the 9 of Wands, which is that last stance. Something is getting ready to happen that's going to prevent an opportunity for you two to meet again and to come back together. Because this person is longing for you. This person want to be devoted now that they saying they want you and only you. This person feel abandoned, and they're getting ready to abandon the person that they ran to. That's always dumb anyways, getting with somebody that just got out of a relationship. When you get with somebody that just got out of a relationship, you are always in a threatening position to be the rebound. That this person is just only shacking up with you, fucking you and stuff like that because they're hurt. And they're using that as a distraction in order to cope with what's happening. And the moment that they heal and they finally get over what happened, they might not even be attracted to you anymore. They like, damn, the only reason I was fucking you is because of the pain. The only reason I was connecting you was because of the hurt, because of what happened. It is always dangerous to be with the rebound, to be with somebody when they just got out of a relationship. I tell everyone, when somebody just got out of a relationship, I don't care how much they say they're disconnected. They can say, oh, I've been disconnected with my partner for 9 months before breaking up with them. My rule is you should always wait a year. You should always wait a year, because in the first 6 months, they always have the possibility of getting back together. And then the other 6 months, this nigga need to heal. Nobody is good unhealed. And so, I'm like, you can, keep that person in the friend zone or something, but I would not get with someone that just got out of a breakup until after a year. They need time to process, think about what happened. They need time to heal. When they heal, they might come back together. So it's like when somebody just got out of a relationship, give that nigga a year to get his shit together. And then once you see that he is completely over it and healed from it, that's when you can proceed. Don't get an unhealed nigga and then expect healed results. You're never going to have a healed, balanced relationship until you get with somebody that already come to you healed and whole. Stop getting these damaged, broken niggas. They robbing you of everything, robbing you of your light, robbing you of your ashe, taking all of your ashe to heal themselves. And then the moment they're healed and charged by taking all of your energy, they're like, bye, bitch. Shit, you wasn't that important. All I did was came to rob and steal your energy. And now that person is going back, and then now you feeling like shit. You're empty because you allow somebody to rob all of your energy just to heal themselves. Get the fuck up out of here. Stop getting these broken ass niggas, bringing them home. That's not your husband. That's not your wife. Shit. We got to stop getting these broke ass people, and not broke in the sense of money, but broke in the sense of their spirit, their energy, unhealed. And the one thing I want to say too is, for all of us, stop thinking that our pussy and dick can heal somebody. Stop thinking just because we got some bum ass sex and stuff like that, that sex is just gonna heal them as you're fucking them in the bedroom. That's not what's gonna heal them. That's not what's gonna take away abandonment issues, neglect, and all of these other things. This person gotta do the work. And sometimes that work needs to be done without somebody being present, because some of that work is going to have them coughing up all of this spiritual mucus that they developed over the years. And sometimes when you cough that shit up, it hurts and you end up damaging everything around you. But this is somebody that this is somebody that loves you, and you love this person, and both of you are stuck, not knowing how to get back. You have as the crossing energy, the crowning energy, you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is, once again, it talks about magic. You have it paired with the Ten of Cups, once again talking about love, magic again, interfering with a love connection. You have it paired with the Empress, which is the fruits of your labor, it's your abundance. And you have it paired with the Three of Swords, a breakup. There was magic here. There was magic present. There was magic present in order to break up this. That your abundance was this relationship. Abundance is not always money. Abundance is not always rich and you being wealthy. Abundance is anything to put you into the state of abundance. And for some people, that's love. For some people, that's money. For some people, it's getting children. For some people, it's, for everybody, abundance is going to come in a different way. That, God can tell 10 people that, I'm about to pour abundance into your life, that you're going to be abundant. And every last one of those 10 people, they received a different level of abundance. One person got money. The other person got it a marriage, because that's the thing that they wanted more than anything. Somebody else got a family. Someone else end up getting, a pet. For everybody, it's completely different. It's just going to end up putting you in a state and a mindset of abundance. It's going to bring you that overwhelming feeling of love, security, or whatever it is that you needed. That's the abundance. And so it said that it was magic. It was the Ace of Wands. This is magic influencing a relationship, which is the epitome of your security within a relationship, the Ten of Cups. This is something to take away your abundance. And what it was the Three of Swords. It was heartbreak. It was a separation, a suffering. You have at the as the clarifier, you have the Page of Pentacles. I got 5% left. I need to hurry this up. Page of Pentacles is manifestation. You have it paired with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a witch. She's a witch. This was magic to break up a relationship. Somebody did some spells, or they really told a really good ass lie, because the overall energy did talk about lying. Somebody did a really good lie to change the perception of your character. Of, that this is somebody that, the Empress, this is somebody that could have had you on a high pedestal, that within a relationship, this was somebody that could have told you, like, oh, you were sent to help me, you were sent to heal me, you were sent to, and they just seen you as the stronger partner. They acknowledge you as the more put together between you two. This is somebody that had you on a pedestal, that they always seen you as like their better half, their everything, their love, their God in some type of way. That this is someone that had you on a high pedestal, but somebody was able to come in and change that perception. That this is somebody that could have been getting with your partner, and every single time the partner was like, oh no, you're nothing like my wife, you're nothing like my husband, man. My husband, pays the bills, he take care of me, oh, my wife do this and that. that this is with somebody that had you on a high pedestal, that they were like, no, like you would never replace this person. And the person, the karmic, knowing how much of high honor that they had you, they did something to mess with that perception, to change that perception, whether it was doing projective magic or whether it's just going to the person and just saying a good ass lie, where it's just like, oh well, you saying that your partner is this and that. Well, why are they in my DMs? They've been messaging me every day, nude pictures and stuff like that. Like, this is somebody that told a really good lie, and it broke up a relationship. It separated because of a good lie like that, or because of really good spell work. And that is why these cards, the Ace of Wands and the Magician, is representing magic. But I gotta hurry up because the last thing said 5%. I'm probably at 3. When this thing cut off, just know that it was my battery. You have in the challenge position, you have the Two of Cups. And you have the Two of Cups paired with the Tower card. Once again, man, the Tower card is an energy that you never want with the Two of Cups. It talks about an abrupt change. Like, this is a relationship that ended, man. This is a relationship that ended just like out of the blue. It was so unexpected. You know how majority of the time, it's like this big argument that ended, but even after that argument, most people still, even if they go out and cheat and do crazy stuff, they still come back saying, you know what, damn, I'm sorry. And they always try to work through that thing, showing their love after all of the anger, after all the anger has subsided. But this is somebody that didn't get that it could be very weird how this person left this connection, that, they didn't fight for it. They didn't miss it. Like, this person just acts so nonchalant, like they never loved you, like they were never attracted to you, like they never had any type of history with you. And when you get that, that's very odd, because that's just not how we typically go as humans, being in such an emotional connection like this. That this is somebody that skipped all of those normal steps, and that's how you know without a shadow of a doubt that this was magic. Like, out of the blue, you're hating me for this reason, and you can't tell me why? This is magic. This is just, it's very weird how this connection ended. It's very weird. You have the clarifiers in the challenge position. You have the Chariot card with the Queen of Cups. The Chariot card can be a card of marriage as well, and paired with the Queen of Cups. Now, it's not saying that the person got married, but this is the Two of Cups and the Tower card. There was a relationship that ended just so strangely. And this person could have, with the Chariot card and the Queen of Cups, that they could have instantly moved in with somebody else. That the moment they left your house and moved in with someone else, with the Queen of Pentacles. This person to me is the same energy as the Queen of Wands. They quickly moved in, and even the hidden emotion is, possibility. This is someone that's taking that leap of faith, that they could have instantly moved in with the person that was doing the magic, the person that did the lies, in order to break up this connection. But card at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Cups, which talks about being disappointed. You have it paired with the Divine Feminine. This person is very depressed. And this person is trying to see how to get back to the Divine Feminine. It's fun.